2,600 rand. That is what Fadiel Adams tells the Madlanga Commission, the anti-gang unit, gets for each murder docket on the Cape Flats, while the political killings task team, he says, burns about 2.3 million rand per docket. But today, it is not the numbers that Fadiel Adams has to survive. It is one email. Today, the man who came to expose everyone is the one in the chair. Because on the 11th of August, Adams told this commission he only saw its correspondence 3 months ago. Then the chair opens a file, a Rule 3 notice, sent on the 3rd of October 2025. And underneath it, Adams' own reply, 11 days later. Listen to what he says when Justice Madlanga asks him whether that was untruthful. The information I submitted was wrong. It was untruthful. Then the proof he told the nation he had, he concedes. I'm afraid it doesn't. It does not. He denies lying. He faces no conviction. But he concedes on the record in front of 3 commissioners. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go inside.
Crucial. Bearing in mind that you said that you only saw the October communication 3 months ago. 14 days later, that is on 14 October 2025, you responded to this communication by means of an email that is at page 5. Let us go to page 5. Towards the foot of the page, do you see your response there?
Yes, Chairperson.
It's addressed to Ms. Marie Versnach. And in your response of 14 October 2025, you request to make your submissions 72 hours after the testimony of General Khumalo. You see that?
Yes, Chairperson.
Now, if you responded to the Commission's Rule 3 notice only 11 days after it was sent to you, your response, as I said, being on 14 October 2025, you were not truthful when you said you received notice or you only saw the email communication 3 months ago. Am I correct? You were not truthful.
If I may, sorry. If I may, Chairperson?
Yes.
Chairperson, when I responded to this email, it was because when I looked at the section 3, please bear with me, I saw 3 questions. I then responded to Mrs. Wilsnatch because I had been out of the province, struggling with a laptop. I went to Parliament, they fixed it. I responded to her. I said to her, a lot of my testimony will have bearing regarding General Khumalo. If I may have permission to respond to him within 72 hours after, Chairperson. I then left it at that, even after General Khumalo had testified. However, I will admit, Chairperson, that all this confusion regarding the emails and my correspondence is entirely my fault. I could have done better, and I should have done better. My recollection of the email referring to the section 3 is pertaining to the one that comes afterwards, and I did get my dates mixed, and for that I profusely apologize. I also, Chairperson, I sat here on the 11th, and you told me that I wasn't taking the commission seriously. It was something that I disagree with even now. However, I will take full responsibility for all the confusion and all the delay regarding to the emails that came. Parliament will know, and they can deny this again, so I can prove it again, that all email correspondence sent, even from the police portfolio, is sent to my administrator, Baldine Libber, because my laptop just does not respond 50% of the time. So for this, Chairperson, I do apologize to you and everybody profusely, but this was my fault. I will not run from this.
You are ahead of me. My question is a simple one. My question is a simple one. It is this. When you said on 11 August 2026, you received communication, that is the email communication of October 2025. You saw it for the first time 3 months ago. That is 3 months now in 2026. That was untruthful. Is that so?
Chairperson, in respect of the email mentioned, I was referring to the follow-up emails that I saw later, not this one right here, because I'd responded to this email.
I specifically referred on the 11th of August 2026, I specifically referred when I engaged you to communication sent to you in October of 2025. And it was about that communication that you said you only received it 3 months ago. Am I correct?
100%, Commissioner.
Now I will repeat my question for the third time, and I will say, so it was untruthful of you to say that you received or you only saw the communication of October 2025 for the first time 3 months ago.
In respect of, yes, Chairperson, that now that I have all the emails, even my response in front of me, yes, the information I submitted was wrong.
It was untruthful.
Yes, Chairperson.
Could you possibly have forgotten that the Commission had communicated with you last year already?
I did forget about this email right here, Chairperson. I did. I will be honest with you. Now that I look at it, and now that I replay your question to me on the 11th, if I'd had this bundle in front of me, the answer would have been different.
5, you see that?
Yes, Chairperson.
Now, even if you were to attempt to suggest not to have seen the emails of October 2025, this would have reminded you that there were emails of October 2025, correct?
Yes, Chairperson.
So, you having forgotten that there were emails of October 2025 cannot possibly make sense on the 11th of August 2026, when you were reminded this year, only in April 2026, that there was a Rule 3 notice sent to you in October 2025. You couldn't have forgotten between April and the 11th of August that you were reminded about the Rule 3 notice of October 2025. Could you?
Chairperson, I did not see this email before the 6th of May. Otherwise, I would have responded to it.
That's not the question I'm asking.
No,
you.
I'm going to answer the question, Chairperson. When I saw this email, it would have reminded me of the October email. That is the truth.
So it would have reminded
you. You are 100% correct, Chairperson.
Now, on 11.
Page 11?
No. 11 August 2026. You do not give us that detail. You just say, I was not aware at all of these emails until only 3 months back. You mention nothing about a reminder in April of 2026 that an email had been sent to you in October 2026, or the Rule 3 notice had been sent to you in October 2025. You say nothing about that. You just give us the impression that your mind was a complete, clean slate until only about 3 months ago. You knew nothing at all about the Rule 3 notice of October 2025. Do you want to comment on that?
Chairperson, if that's the impression that I'm giving, then I do apologize for that. And I know this commission is having a hard time understanding this, and then that's okay. I would probably too if I was sitting on that side. I get hundreds of emails a week. And I struggle to get into the emails most of the time. So just allow me to finish, please, Chairperson. So there are emails. No, I see you shaking your head.
No, I did not shake my head. I just moved.
Oh, sorry.
And you can't control me not to move.
No, Chairperson. So what I'm saying, Chairperson, this is actually worse than an oversight on my part. It is. But I did not intend to mislead you. I did not. And I understand how bad it looks. And I even understand if you are sitting there, Commissioner Kumalo, thinking that I'm being disrespectful to this commission. But I promise you, Chairperson, as my mother is watching, that definitely was not the case.
Now, there is only one so-called Madlanga Commission. And you say you receive a lot of emails, but emails that you receive from the commission are only from the commission. And do you take the commission seriously?
Chairperson,
yes.
I am here. I arrived a day early at my own expense, twice. I take this commission very seriously. I'm very respectful of this commission. Forget what I say on social media. That's me acting like a fool half the time. But when I address you, I want you to understand something. You're the only man besides my father who's ever given me a beating. That's how much respect I have for this commission.
Forget. There's only one Madlanga Commission, and there was just this one Rule 3 notice to which you responded. Underline the fact that you responded. How can you tell us that you only got communication 3 months ago? How could you forget something like that?
If you will allow me to just take 30 seconds of your time, Chairperson.
Yes.
Remember, I am the leader of a political party which deals with systemic problems across the Cape Flats daily. I leave my house at about 5:15 in the morning, and I'm lucky to come back at 11 every day, Saturdays and Sundays included. Once every 3 weeks, I'll take a day off. I am very busy entertaining people, listening to people, stopping gang fights, stopping bullets, burying children. Those are the things I do daily, Chairperson. Emails in the beginning is not even my strongest point. I genuinely forgot about this correspondence. I did. I've forgotten about other correspondence. I've forgotten my child's birthday. These things happen due to the hours and the pressure that we work under. I genuinely forgot this, Chairperson. I'm not lying to you.
Let us delineate two things. It is one thing to forget to respond to correspondence. It is quite another to say you do not remember ever receiving such communication. Do you see the difference?
I understand, Chairperson.
And the point I'm making, so perhaps, not that I necessarily agree with you, perhaps I would understand you better if you said, I forgot to respond to the email correspondence. That's something else altogether. But for you to say you only became aware of it 3 months ago, that is what I have a difficulty with. Not if you took the communication when you received it the first time seriously. And I repeat, there is only one Madlanga Commission, and it sent you formal communication, a Rule 3 notice which required a response from you. And again, I say underline, you responded to it. I will, subject to whatever else you say, not believe you when you say it was only in April of this year that you became aware of the communication. That's something that has nothing to do with you being very busy. You being busy may affect you not remembering to respond. Do you see the distinction I'm drawing?
I'm not arguing with you, Judge.
Do you see that? Please answer
100%.
directly. You
100%.
see the distinction.
100%.
Now, do you accept it when I say to you, it's hard for me to believe that in your mind, you only became aware of this communication 3 months ago?
I accepted that 10 minutes ago, Judge. I do.
So does it mean you lied to us?
No, Judge, I did not lie to you. I did not lie to you. I accept that you may find it hard to believe what I said, but I did not lie to you.
Now,
the only people that can confirm anything wrong with my laptop, or if I'm even lying to this commission, are the people that work on it.
Maybe you don't get me. I'm engaging you on a fact that comes out of your mouth when you are being interviewed on TV after your appearance here. I'm not asking you about whether you in fact do have proof lying somewhere. For example, what you may have said at the ad hoc committee. For example, what technicians may say if they were to be called. I'm not saying they will be. I am asking you about what you said after your appearance here. So this proof, and you made this statement quite forcefully and with a lot of confidence. I have proof. I have provided that proof to the media. Proof of what? Proof of your allegation that from October 2025 until only about 3 months ago, your laptop was malfunctioning. So the proof that you alleged to have provided to the media was this one instance of you using another member's laptop. That's all the so-called proof that you provided to the media.
If I may, Chairperson.
Yes.
The allegation, as I understood it, was I had made up the excuse that my laptop malfunctions. The proof I put forward was, it's not the first time that I said it. It's not the first time I've said it publicly. This is not something I made up for Madlanga. That is the context of it, Chairperson.
I'm talking about providing. Were you not talking about providing something physical to the media? When you are speaking there on that video clip and you say, I've provided proof, surely you mean you've given something physical to the media?
Yes, Chairperson.
And I'm going back to my question. So that physical thing that you gave to the media was this one instance?
This once, Chairperson.
Of you having used another member's laptop?
Yes, Chairperson.
That's all. And that's this proof that you have?
Yes, Chairperson.
And how does that prove that from October of 2025 until 3 months ago, your laptop was malfunctioning?
Chairperson, my laptop has been malfunctioning. There's nothing I personally can do about it. And I think that's all that I can't elaborate any further.
Unfortunately, that's not my question. That's not my question. My question is, how does that one instance of you using someone else's laptop prove that from October 2025 until only 3 months ago in 2026, your laptop was malfunctioning?
I'm afraid it doesn't, Judge.
It does not?
It doesn't.
So what should we make of what you said then? You lied, basically. When you said you have proof, in the context of October 2025 until 3 months ago, in that interview, you basically told a lie when you said you had proof.
Chairperson, it was in the context of, I've been lying that there's something wrong with my laptop. That's the context that I provided, the little bit of proof that I had that it wasn't the first time and it wasn't the last time either. That's the context, Chairperson.
You've already accepted that it was not proof, that one instance was not proof of the malfunction of your laptop from October 2025 until 3 months ago in you've accepted that. It's on that basis that I suggest to you that when you told the nation that you actually have proof in the context of what was at issue, which is October 2025 until 3 months ago, when you told the nation that you actually had proof of the malfunction over that period, this being the context, you were untruthful.
Chairperson, I was not. I was not. I cannot accept that.
Where is the truth in that?
Chairperson,
where is
the truth would be found with the people that work on the laptops. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources to bring them here.
I guess I'm focusing on emails because that's what from where I'm sitting, I'm concerned with. But I will accept.
I just want to.
I'll accept laptop.
Chairperson, I just want the country to note that one day I'll be able to tell my grandchildren that I corrected Justice Madlanga.
Mr. Adams, now, so that's oral. That engagement with an ANC member of parliament is oral. In that clip, you refer to, open quote, emails, close quote. It is the emails that are the proof which you have provided to the media. I took you step by step to tell us what each one of those emails that constitute your proof says. What does each one of them say? You gave one example. I told you it had nothing to do with the malfunction of your laptop. You gave another one. I've forgotten what the first one was about. You gave another example. I remember the second example related to salary increases. And you and I again agreed that that too had nothing to do with proving that your laptop was malfunctioning. Now, you refer to emails in the plural.
Yes, Chairperson.
Where you landed eventually was just this one incident of you using another member's laptop. So where are the emails, plural,
Chairperson.
that are provided
Chairperson.
to the media?
Sorry.
Yes.
It's when you pause, I think you're finished now.
Where are the
If I may give you
emails?
context, sorry, Chairperson, it's not, I don't mean to interrupt your speech as you pause, I think you're finished. Maybe to assist me, if you can switch your mic off so I can see the light go off, and then I'll know when to speak. Before you came in front of the entire country again.
I'm a very obedient person. I will take the instructions.
No, Chairperson, it's a suggestion. So just to clear up the confusion between you and I about the emails, that interview you just played, prior to that, the parliamentary spokesperson was telling the country that I was lying when I spoke about the speaker's increase, the secretary's increase, and the email I sent to the PKTT. He said it's highly unlikely, and I quote, that we sent those emails. Those are the emails I'm referring to, Chairperson. Those emails have nothing to do with my laptop. That was me, I need to stop waving. That was me responding to Parliament that I was lying when I said we'd sent emails to Parliament, we can't even get a response, but Parliament can respond to my laptop apparently not being defective. That was the context of the emails, Chairperson.
So the short point then is basically that there's no proof, at least in accordance with that clip. I'm not talking about what you may have said elsewhere and whatever engagements you may have had with the technicians and so on. So that clip is by no means suggesting that there's proof provided to the media that your laptop was malfunctioning. Yes.
Except for the transcript that I took from Madlanga, Chairperson, which in my layman's view constituted evidence until your juristic mind gave me another viewpoint.
What transcript are you referring to?
The transcript from the ad hoc where Honorable Nola and I are engaging regarding the malfunction of my laptop on that said day.
No. I'm referring to the interview. So during the interview and the clip that was played, so there we should not take any reference to proof, to be proof that between October 2025 until 3 months ago, your laptop was malfunctioning. So the proof referred to by you, which proof you said you had given to the media, had nothing to do with proving that from October 2025 until 3 months ago, your laptop was malfunctioning.
Yes, Chairperson.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Adams.
Thank you, Chair.